Good. Hello, viewers. This is Elimu TV, a station where we always get to watch and learn. This is your teacher, Roger Michira, ready to take you through our history class today. And the topic of discussion is agrarian revolution. Yes, today we are getting to agrarian revolution. Now, just to remind you again, we have looked at how the issue of the art of agriculture started from Mesopotamia to Egypt, some of the indigenous crops, some of the indigenous animals, some of the reasons for the early agriculture both in Mesopotamia and in Egypt, some of the impacts, right, of early agriculture both in Mesopotamia and Egypt. Now, class, today we are getting to agrarian revolution. Welcome all and let us learn. Now, by the end of the lesson class, we expect that we'll be able to define the term agrarian revolution and also get to explain the changes that occurred during the agrarian revolution in Britain. Now, class, who can make a try of what agrarian revolution is? Someone to make a try? Oh yes, what a very good trial, right? Now, agrarian revolution, we can say this is the sudden change and radical change in agricultural methods and livestock rearing. What does that tell us, right? There is that sudden change. If you used to dig using your hand, you move to using machines, right? If you used not to use fertilizer when you are planting, you move to using fertilizer, right? If you used to rear those indigenous livestock, right? Those breeds, now you get these are the indigenous breeds of livestock. Good. That's what agrarian revolution is. The radical change in agricultural methods and livestock rearing is what we call agrarian revolution. Thank you. Let's move on. Now, the changes were brought about by the invention and the use of machines. I've already talked of that, right? If you used to use your hand in digging, now you use the machines, what you always see today, right? That's what we call, those are some of the changes that were brought about by agrarian revolution. Talk of invention, right? And now the changes took place in many countries at different times and different ways. The changes, we must get to know that it occurred between 1750 and 1850. It's a long time. None was born at that time. Good. Can you get to look at the changes that occurred during the Grand Revolution? One, the abolition of fallows, right? What are these? Right? Farmers should no longer afford to leave the land, fallow again, right? And another change that occurred there that was very significant is that new methods of farming. Talk of use of fertilizers. Talk of increased crop yields, right? New methods of farming. Talk of large-scale plantation. Good. Those are the new methods of farming. And also, there was the issue of intercropping. What is intercropping, class? This is the growing of a crop in another crop. What does that mean? For example, you get to intercrop maize and beans. These made farmers realize more yields, right? Remember when you plant maize together with beans are adding nutrients to the soil, right? What does that tell us? There are more yields. The use of machines also. The use of machines changed agriculture from small scale to large scale. People could have 100 and plus acres, 1,000 acres. You can't use human labor. That can't happen, right? Now there was the use of machines. These made agriculture to move from small scale to large scale. Now, there is also land enclosure system. What is this land enclosure system? Large farms were required instead of small existing strips, right? Now, those small strips were joined to make large farms, right? Now, the large farms were enclosed by fencing after the small pieces of land were put together or consolidated. That's what we call consolidation of land. Now, the small pieces of land are brought together to form large pieces of land. Now, class, can we get to name or can we get to define what land consolidation is, and also get to discuss the characteristics of agrarian revolution in Britain? Now class, for our reference, let us get to use the evolving world, history and government, book 1. Thank you so much for your participation, but as always, remember to tune in to Elimu TV, your favorite channel where you get to watch and learn.